Welcome back to Wepner Farms Productions. We got a little shift in our day. Dad and I and Ricky were out working on the calf barns out there, and I just got a robot call, so I went and grabbed the camera and I'm gonna go check it out. It's Robot 4 again, which Robot 4 is our group of milking heifers. So this really seems like those heifers are really hard on that arm. All the time it's calling. So heading there right now. Here's the robot. There's the cows. And we're heading in the room. So right off the bat, looks like a pretty simple diagnosis here. I'd say that our tit cup is dangling. So we'll get this robot into a more worker-friendly position and we'll get her fixed up. So theoretically, we only need 2 tools for this job. We need a flathead screwdriver and we need this Allison wrench. I don't know what size it is, but I know we need it. So fixing strings on these, pretty easy. You can see the string here is dangling, which is good because if it was broke off back in here, it'd be a little more complicated. But first step, we're gonna open up this door. That's where all the strings are hiding. And dig all those dirty suckers out of there. And then, so it's our left front, which is this string here. Oh, I lied. We're probably gonna need 3 tools because I gotta hold this string while I get this slip knot out. So I don't know how well you can really see. Thing's really on there. It's really important not to pull this string out because then you gotta take a lot of stuff apart. Alright, 2 more grabby tools, not needed but recommended. So I'm gonna go grab this string on the other side and then grab the string on this side. There, got her out now. So now I can pull my extra slack that I need over here. Now the rest of it is just thread needles. So we got this hole here, that's what the string runs through. It's got to come up through the bottom so you can see the hole. Try to do this, stick it in. Here she comes up the top. I just like to give myself plenty of extra string because it just seems to make it easier. Up next we got 2 little Allen head bolts. Go through the bottom of the teat cup. We're going to unscrew them. And then you are left with 2 pieces. So there's a little washer in here. That's to catch the string on the inside. You tie a knot and then it can no longer slip through the hole. It's a little bit stronger than this poly, but just gonna thread that string through, thread it through our washer, and on the very end of it we're gonna put a little knot. I like to get it as close to the end as possible and then pull it tight. And I even go as far, I'll grab this poly, help me get a good grip on it, and give her a yank. We're going to do our best to line our bolts up with the holes in the teat cup. I can probably actually show you that. Inside there, you can see there's holes. Try to line them up. just like that, we got our teacup put back together. We're going to put it back in its home somehow. And then we're gonna pull our string back out. So right now the cups are in a fixed position, so now we gotta go back into the controls here and we gotta put them into a loose position. So we got our left front, we're gonna make it loose, and then our right front, we'll make that one loose. So now we can come back over here to our strings and we can see how much slack we are going to want. So we got our little washer up here. Want to pull our slack back, kind of go off of our other one there, decide where we want to make our knot. We're going to put the bunny loop through itself, tighten it up. And then when you need to take it apart, you can just pull on that string and it'll all come back apart. So let's go tighten our cups back up. Fixed. Back over to our cups. Make sure they're all tight, which they are. And then we can go ahead and tuck the string back in there. Just like that, it's back to milking. Okay, we got robots rocking and rolling. I think I'm gonna set you guys up on the roof. We're working on the valley. We'll just do a time lapse of what we got going on there. I don't really have anything on me to put you guys on my body or really know much about building either. If I told you guys anything, I don't even know if it'd be the right information. We're just kind of put together as we go. So hope you guys enjoy this little time lapse we got rocking. So we finished up that valley on top of the roof. My camera decided it was too hot outside and had to take a break. So it recorded a good amount of it. I heard it turn off. There's a little bit that it didn't get, but we got that valley on that side finished up. Took a couple trial and error runs, but we got her done. So now I'm back in the sprayer and I'm on some new seeding. You might recognize this field. This was in a alfalfa planting, or is in a planting video. I can put that video up in this corner or something cool. And then you also saw it in that Fendt versus John Deere video. And back when we cut it, it was looking a lot rougher than it does now. That was probably a week and a half, 2 weeks ago already probably. And you can see right here, I believe right in here, in that video of planting the alfalfa, is where I got rained out right here. And I know I replanted some of it after that, so I don't remember exactly where it was, but I can probably tell you it was probably right here. So maybe we should have just not planted that in the rain. would have maybe been a smart idea. So I guess everybody's learning from my mistakes. But there's a lot of foxtail and a lot of other just nuisance grasses coming through in here. So I got Select loaded up on the tank, and basically Select kills grass, which kind of sucks for, we plant some tall fescue with our alfalfa, but it's gonna die. So it'll be pretty much just a clean alfalfa field after I go and spray this, unless there's any other broadleaf leaves out here. So I'm gonna get my booms purged, and then we're gonna go and kill off this grass. I gotta say, this is my favorite thing to do, is spray next to a yard with chemicals that are made to specifically kill all grasses. But we get her done. I always do a nice job. There's no lawn care services here. We just take care of the field, unless I'm asked to. Then I might swing her out a little bit. It's always got to be the nice yards too. It's never like some crummy yard that's not taken care of. It's always a nicely mowed, beautiful yard. And I gotta be careful not to completely extinguish. But we're getting there. Just don't look too bad over here. This looks like some actually really good new seeding here. There's a couple spots that rye got real old on us and kind of lodged, and that I think caused a lot of our issues with the alfalfa getting smothered out. But overall, this field looks actually really nice. I think come back when we do our replanting, I'll go and replant that strip that you saw there. And other than that, I can't complain too much with this here in this field. Just like that, we're popping out of her. There's only a 13.5 acre field, so I went pretty quick. Now we're gonna hammer down to the next field. These are really fun ones too, the telephone poles. I like to tap them. You gotta be careful on the ones with the guide wires though. You catch one of those, you got a bad day. So now up here is where things get, oh look at that. That is not good. That is not what I was gonna talk about, but that is not good. So right here, this is all one field. You can see the difference in coloration here. There's kind of a line. But that field, there's hardly any alfalfa. That I'm gonna have to kill off, and I'm gonna kill that off after this. I'm gonna do a complete burn down on that field, take all the alfalfa out and all the grass out and start over. But this field, it's actually really pretty nice. And then you go over there, and it's grass. There really is no difference between the fields. They're both treated the same. They're both hillsides. It didn't grow, and I don't know why. So all of our good new seeding is now sprayed and getting cleaned up, getting the grasses cleaned up. Now I gotta run back to the farm, load up with water, Roundup, and some AMS. Like 80 acres worth of new seeding is getting toasted. There's very slim picking for alfalfa out here. This is a, I don't know, it's like 30 some acre field, and then got a couple other bigger fields that are gonna get burnt down today. I don't know where to set you. Alrighty, so right now, running water up into the sprayer. We need 1,200 gallons as a full load to kill that hay off. We're gonna need a couple loads, so it'll be a full load for this first one, and then I'll do the math on the rest to see if I'll need another load. But we're just doing Roundup and AMS. I got Power Max 3, which is the strongest Roundup you can get. I'm doing a full rate of that. So I'm doing 32 ounces to the acre. I'm spraying 20 gallons to the acre right now. So 32, I got a 1,200 gallon tank, so 60 acres I'm gonna do with the load. So 32 ounces times 60 acres, that's 1,920 ounces. And then there's 128 ounces in a gallon. So I'm gonna need to get 15 gallons of Roundup. I'm gonna write that down in my notes. So total of 15 gallons. And then our 3 pounds of AMS, 3 times 60, is 180 pounds of AMS. Write that down. So yeah, that's really quick, easy little load for us. Definitely had a lot more complicated things to figure out, but this kind of sucks. We got my water tanks over there. We're running water up, and it's slow. I wish I still had my spray trailer out, but for the little amount of acres I'm doing this time of year, it doesn't pay to be running around with that. Get it down here, fill it up with water, keep chemicals on it, so I had to pull my chemicals off too. So I'll see you when she's loaded up. My tank looks like the ocean. Cannot forget about the jumbo ragweed. Get that all sprayed off nicely. Sure it stays clean around the buildings. It's a little bit painful spraying some of this. There's patches where the alfalfa looks really good, but most of it does not look really good. It just kind of a crappy situation here. I can't believe how much clover's out here though. If we were clover farmers, I think we'd have plenty of that. But unfortunately, we are looking to farm alfalfa. Oh, it's kind of a little bit sickening, but it's gotta be done. Another one, another sinkhole. I think I don't know what's going on here. All our hay fields have sinkholes in them apparently. The instructions were, if you see alfalfa, close your eyes and keep spraying. So here's a patch. We're gonna close our eyes and keep going. We're on our third field, got just about 70 acres sprayed. This field is by far the worst field out of all of them. Which is odd because I've always found this to be a really good field overall. So it's actually like not super weedy. Like the green that's in here is mostly alfalfa, but the problem is there's not much green out here. So just rocking with it, I guess. Killing her all off. So I sprayed 106.5 acres of new seeding, and I didn't mention this before, but I thought I had more Roundup in that tote than what I had, and I ran a little short on Roundup, and I did get some ordered for tomorrow, but for today I'm all out. So I'm gonna head back to the farm and see what's going on there. Probably gonna end the video here. I just figured I'd throw this in the end of the video. We're done working on the barn for tonight. We got end wall there done, except we gotta finish up right in there because we gotta figure out our fan dealio, and we gotta frame out the man entrance, which is really the reason why we couldn't figure out our fan dealio. And then up front we got these walls all done. Up here the valley is done on this side. It probably looks prettier from afar than up close, but turned out pretty good. You know, you can see it. Valley's down on both sides. The other barn, but it's coming along. Gonna be a little while before it's done, but slow and steady. She'll be done. So hope you guys enjoyed again, and we'll see you next time.